officially welcome all to our inaugural Bruce Farrell scholarships things. And here we have the man himself, Bruce. And this is just an excuse to bring Bruce back to to the show, and that's where we are. So primarily, here is Bruce, and that's Bruce Farrell scholarship. It's just an impulsive decision when the GMC Museum symposium started, when Heidi and Andrea and Robin and others reached on us like, hey, I know a man who's integral to GMC, and let's do something about it. It's all unplanned that it all came, and that's how we have done this. So primarily, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, right. So Bruce is here, but let me go back to not a screen. Let me stop that thing, because with this one, it won't allow me to show everything. Let me stop share. Sorry, Bruce, I know I'm embarrassing you immediately, but my presentation skills is not as great as yours. Oh, that's why we are Bruce. So let's allow Bruce to play. Bruce.
Your eyes look through me and I just look away. We've been down this road before. We both know that we should just get along till we find another way. Till we find another way. We've been beaten down so many ways. Broken people, broken lives. We both know that we should just stay strong till we find another way. Till we find another way. We'll live through another day. Till we find another way. This house we built together is all of lies. Cracks open up more each day. We're both trying to just hold on strong till we find another way. Till we find another way. We'll live through another day while we find another way. Yeah, I've been pushing all these years, all my problems, all your tears. I keep expecting you to lift me from the ground on your own. You've let me drag you down these many years. It's not fair, that's fair to say. Now I'm praying that you'll just hold on till I find another way. Till I find another way. Till I find another way.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Yes, I'm sure very soon Bruce is going to live one. That's great. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And again, I thought we'll slowly see it, because this is not just about scholarship. This is about Bruce. So I thought I'll also take some time to just share this one as well, which is play. Just listen to this question. Ashley Case, as you know, one of Ashley is my co-host on Scribble Talk, and Ashley asked the question to Bruce, and this was Bruce's response a year and a half ago. So you will just see why this man needs to be celebrated. So let me find a way.
So you've accomplished so much. What are some of the achievements that you are most proud of?
I'm happy my parents are proud of me. That means a lot to me. I think a lot of the achievements I think of, like, I've been married almost 30 years and I'm really happy, that I'm still as happy as I was when we got married. And, those things I consider achievements, even though they're just kind of who I am now.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I'm most proud of is that I'm able to do something that I love to do. That people, I have friends who hate their jobs and they complain about them, and I have nothing to say because I love the people I work for. I love what I do. I don't think that happened by accident. I think I intentionally got here, and I'm proud of that. I think that's an achievement to end up someplace where, wow, I like going to work. I accomplish things.
Wow. Yeah. Good, isn't it? So yes, I think listen to that more, and you're going to find a lot more about Bruce. So, Bruce, few words, Bruce. There are close to 11 people here, and another 8 or 9 have asked for recording, but there are a lot more who will be listening to this later. Few words, Bruce, from you, and then we will officially enter the scholarships.
I just wanted to thank you to be here, and to thank you. It's so good to be here, and that's all I really have to say. I can only pray that next year will be better.
That's all we pray here as well, Bruce. I mean, thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you so much for everything. I always say, what you give comes back. And I know when we heard about this, it was a huge shock. And I'm sure whether it's on Facebook or LinkedIn or something, many people reached out to you directly. Many people are waiting for the information. Some are here, some will be looking later, but our love is there for you. And at the very end, I will let it open for others to individually. You can share any moments or anything. Bruce will be happy to hear that. But now let me go back and share the scholarships. So yeah, GMC Symposium was the trigger point for the scholarships. I think when we discussed, Heidi, Andrea, Robin, and others, okay, what can we do? Okay, very simple. Let's just open up to the attendees and let Bruce randomly pick the attendees. Bruce doesn't know who attended. The spreadsheet came out. Heidi kindly shared. Bruce picked those winners, and there were 24 of them. And we reached out to all 24 of the attendees, asked them you have been shortlisted by Bruce himself, and would you like to pursue certification? Some said, we already have been certified. Some said, I'm not in a journey to be certified. And others said, thank you very much. So some of you might be in this talk, some of you might be listening to, but either way, you are the blessed ones chosen by Bruce himself. And thank you, Heidi, Andrea, and all our GMC Symposium members, both the Rhythm and Harmony chapter and the Midwest chapter, for this opportunity. So the overall winners, all the 24 people, can be found in this link. So if you quickly search Bruce Farrell Scribble Scholarship winners, you're going to find them. All their individual certificates will be released in the next few days. But for now, few people have accepted and we have shortlisted them. So between GMC and RNS chapters, there will be at least 12 winners, but 8 have confirmed so far. And I'll go through one at a time. From Bruce, mentally, he just wishes you all success. But at the very end, Bruce will say congrats to every single one of you. But for now, I'll just say who the winners are. From the GMC chapter, we have 6, but there is 2 more who will be joining later. So Jay Wilcox gets the foundation scholarship. Then you have Sarah Bestel. Sarah is getting the foundation scholarship as well. And Lisa Holton from GMC gets the foundation scholarship. And Rebecca Casares gets the practitioner scholarship. And Mary Francis, whom you all know, Refreshing for practitioner again, and Zena Dikasha gets the practitioner scholarship. The 6 members, 3 foundation, 3 practitioner from GMC. These are the winners who will be sponsoring training on the inaugural Bruce Farrell scholarships, followed by in Rhythm and Harmony, we have Kenley Lakhasnang. Then we have Risa Saldosi from the RNS chapters, both shortlisted for foundation. Then we also have Ann Peterson for the foundation as well. In addition to that, as you told you, there are 24 people in total. So all 24 will be able to tap into the training scholarship, or they could pass on their thing to others. So we want to open. So we'll just wait for them to advise. It'll be open until 7th of October. But these 9 will be pursuing the certification program next month immediately with us. But thanks to GMC members, both on the Rhythm and Harmony chapters and also on the GMC for this opportunity. So any few words from Heidi or Andrea before we close this? This is as simple as this. And then we'll open up for others to share some of the moments with Bruce. That's all.
Well, Bruce, you've always been so inspiring in your presentations at the conferences and your passion for proposals and the professions that are derived from proposal management. And for me, I just want to thank you for being you, for giving so much of yourself to the members of APMP and your colleagues. It's just been inspiring. And your music also, we love that as well. And we hope to see you, if not in Denver, then next May when what are we in Dallas next year? I don't even know.
That's what I hope.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you've been persevering through this challenge and doing so with such a positive and grateful attitude. You really are a beacon and an inspiration to us. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. Maybe I'll call out names in order so that everybody can have their thing. Neil?
Oh, thank you. So I think about you all the time, Bruce. Every time I open up PowerPoint to give a presentation, I'm definitely you're on my mind. And as I've sat here today, I have to think, the voyage isn't where you start, but where you end. And I believe that the end is going to be very positive here. And while your voice is silenced a little bit right now, it's so very amplified by the things you've done in the past. The impact you've had, I'm positive you don't even know the beginning of the influence you've had through the people you've influenced. And for me, I always think that that's the measure of a life, who you've impacted. And I have to say that, the messages that I've received from you and the career development I've received from you and the impacts it's had on my own life have just been tremendous. And I've been able to pass that on to other people, and I just could never thank you enough. So I think about you often. I hope you nothing but good health. And if you never did another good thing, you've made your impact. And I thank you for that, and I just can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. This is brilliant. I think we have Geeta and Shubhada. They are both from India. Now the time is 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Shubhada, Geeta, do you know Bruce? I mean, is there anything you would like to say to Bruce?
Well, I don't really know him. I haven't heard his presentations. I've heard recently, but Bruce, there was some opportunity that came in my company And the person did mention to me that he was your reportee at certain point, just making me think that your reach is far and wide. There are many people in India who really, admire you so much and were praying for you last year, I think. So
Thank you.
all the best, Bruce. At some point, maybe I will have a better, connect with you and try to understand more about, I know how much you love proposals, and we all do. So wishing you all good health.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Thanks for joining, Geeta. That's amazing. Shubhada, I know it's 1 a.m. You might be in your pajamas just about to sleep, but
Thank you for your contribution, Bruce, and I wish you all the best and good health. And thank you, Bhaskar, for inviting me for this call. It's so good to meet you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
you're still very sleepy. Go get back to bed.
I'm just having a really bad cold. I was sounding like this right from morning.
Shubhada, thanks for joining. Heidi?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, on behalf of the events committee and the symposium that we put on in joint with the Rhythm and Harmony chapter, thank you, Bruce, obviously, for all of your contributions, and Bhaskar for putting this together. It's really great, and I'm glad to see that there were so many winners and that they're going to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. So thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Andrea?
So, Bruce, I can't begin to tell you how inspirational that you have been to me personally. I remember when I first joined the GMC board on the events committee, that you were always there to answer any questions that I had. And you've just always been a great inspiration to me, and I can't thank you enough for that. And I know that Heidi's on here and she's spoken, and I see Betty on here as well. But on behalf of all of the GMC board and our members, thank you so much for all that you've meant to all of us and continue to mean to all of us. And thank you both to you and Bhaskar for this wonderful opportunity that these members are going to be able to take advantage of. And continued good health, Bruce. We love seeing you on the board calls and continue to want to see you on the board calls as well.
I am. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Amy?
Sorry, it took me a second to unmute. Hi, I'm Amy. I'm from the Florida chapter, but I've met Bruce probably many times during the many conferences, and I always enjoyed talking to you, and gave me a lot of ideas over the years for our chapter. And in fact, this just gave me another one about doing awards and stuff. So in fact, I'm about ready to send an email out. So more inspiration, Bruce. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Thanks for joining. Betty?
Hi, Bruce and Bhaskar. Thank you. Bruce, we've worked together in the Greater Midwest chapter for a number of years, and to piggyback on what Heidi and Andrea said, it's just wonderful to have you a part of our group, our board, our membership, our mentorship, just everything that you've contributed over the years. And I still remember when we were in Seattle together at one of our bid cons, and it was the end of the conference and your wife was there, and we just kind of regrouped in the lobby and chit-chatted. And it's just, you're just so personable, enjoyable, professional. We love you. And it's just so wonderful to see, your smile and your improvement and your healing. So keep going.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful, perfect. Anne?
Hi. I guess I haven't met Bruce personally, but I've listened to you a few times, and it's been quite an inspiration, as others have said. I'm shocked at what I don't know that PowerPoint can do, and proposals, and it's good to learn. My last name is also Farrell,
there you
my
go.
maiden name, and then it's my middle name now. Yeah, so I approve anybody with that name. I don't know if you have any Irish descendant ancestry, but a lot of the pharaohs have those roots, so we share that. But it's quite an honor, and thank you, Bhaskar, for all the communication and for the award. I have not been in proposals for that long, but I've always been in a small group where you do a lot, so you get to touch it from the beginning RFI process to the post bid presentation, and I always try to incorporate something that I learned. And I know we kind of get into a routine, and sometimes it gets like feeling like we just have nothing fresh to share. So every time I get to hear a speaker like Bruce, I feel like it's quite a blessing, and to be inspired to try something new and try something to make our presentations better. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said. And I think you're totally right. I think in a BitCon, I come to BitCon, but I very rarely attend any talks. I pick one or two, and definitely one is Bruce, because if you look, he will be speaking in pretty much every conference from way back. But none of the talks will be the same. Whereas you might find others, it's very repetitive and you might know them already anyway. So yeah, this year or last year, Bruce, I think, we kind of missed you, but definitely we'll be looking forward to see you back. Thank you. So Christine?
I'm listening to all the kind words everybody has to say about Bruce, and I have to admit, I was a latecomer to the Bruce fan club. I knew of him early on, obviously. He took AP&P by storm. And what I knew was I never wanted to be on the agenda against him, for sure, or I wouldn't have anybody at my talks. But what I came to realize about Bruce, which solidified my fandom, was he reached out early in COVID, keep us together and talking and have that outside connection and that AP&P connectivity. And I really so appreciated it and loved the fact that we could talk about our lives and the work and the business, and everything sort of meshed into one. And what really inspired me about Bruce was the way he talked about his wife and his son and the love of his job. And that's exactly what he captured in your podcast, Bhaskar. So I'm a lifetime member of the Bruce fan club now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for joining again. As I told you, this is just an impulsive one, and help us to shape this going forward. I know, Neil, you had few thoughts. Initially it all started with GMC, but we can widen it up. We can do whatever it takes. I know this cannot be just Scribble only. It's because Bruce belongs to everybody, and I don't want to own him. I just start this and then leave it him to the people that he belonged to. So over the years, over the months, let's see what else we can do to. That's it. Open for your thoughts and stuff in the coming weeks, coming months. It will not be a one-off event as well, ongoing event, whatever it is. We'll just work together on this. Bruce, any final words from you, Bruce?
Just thank you. I'm so happy for you, and I'm hope for the best.
Definitely, Bruce. We all are here, and that's the message everybody gave you, and that's the message everybody will share outside. Take care. Bye. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for everything.